Ever tried making Mongolian beef at home and felt it just didn't hit the way it does in your favorite takeout spot? Yeah, same here. That's until I came across Natasha's kitchen. Game changer. The flavors are on point and the method is shockingly simple. Let's break this recipe down step by step because trust me, once you nail it, you'll wonder why you ever paid $18 for a small takeout box. First up, prep is everything. You'll need about 1 pound of flank steak, sliced thinly against the grain. Why against the grain? This keeps the beef melt in your mouth tender instead of chewy. Trust me, that's non-negotiable. If slicing meat stresses you out, here's a pro tip. Pop it in the freezer for 20 minutes. It firms up just enough so you can get those nice, even strips. The magic of Mongolian beef lies in the marinade. Toss those beef slices in a 1/4 cup cornstarch. Yep, just cornstarch. No liquid needed. This step creates that crisp outer texture once it meets the hot skillet. Don't skip it. Toss it until every piece has a nice dry coating. Now set it aside while you prep everything else. If you think this is just a soy sauce dish, let me tell you, there's more complexity to it. The sauce balances sweet, salty, and umami like a boss. Mix together a 1/2 cup soy sauce, 1/4 cup water, 1/4 cup brown sugar, and 3 garlic cloves, grated or minced. Want to kick it up a notch? Add a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Ginger doesn't just add heat, it elevates the depth of flavor. Let's talk about cooking oil. If you're using olive oil here, stop. That's not the vibe. Go for vegetable oil or avocado oil, the ones that can handle high heat without smoking up your kitchen. Heat about 1/3 cup of your chosen oil in a large skillet or wok over medium-high heat. And yes, we're shallow frying. Work in batches. Overcrowding the pan is the enemy of crispiness. Lay the beef slices flat in the skillet so they fry instead of steam. It's tempting to rush, but patience here is rewarded with perfectly golden, crispy edges. Cook each batch for about 1 to 2 minutes per side, then remove and let them drain on a paper towel. It already smells incredible, doesn't it? When all the beef is done, pour off most of the oil from the skillet, leaving just enough to sauté. Toss in the garlic and ginger from earlier if you used it. Sauté for about 30 seconds until aromatic. Then pour in the sauce mixture and let it simmer for 2 to 3 minutes. It'll thicken slightly and coat the back of a spoon. A quick stir is all it takes. Here's where it all comes together. Add the crispy beef strips back into the skillet and toss until every piece is generously coated in that glossy, flavorful sauce. At this point, you'll probably want to grab a fork and start taste testing straight from the pan. I get it. But stay strong, we're not done yet. One thing Natasha insists on is the green onions. Slice 4 to 5 of them into 2-inch pieces and throw them in with the beef at the last minute of cooking. That fresh, oniony bite cuts through the richness of the sauce, and visually, it just makes the whole dish pop. This step takes it from good to restaurant-level impressive. Pairing Mongolian beef with rice is kind of a no-brainer, but here's the trick. Short-grain white rice works best. It's sticky and absorbs the sauce perfectly. If you're into meal prep, make extra rice and freeze portions for quick dinners later. A bowl of this beats any microwave meal, hands down. The pain point for most people, myself included, is usually the cleanup after frying. Nobody enjoys scrubbing oil splatter. Here's a hack. Line your stovetop with a layer of aluminum foil before you start cooking. After you fry, just toss the foil. Easy, right? You'll thank me later. Final pro tip. Double the sauce. Always double the sauce. Even if you think you won't need it, trust me, you will. People will ask you for extra sauce for their rice, or you'll want to stash some for later. It's that good. Natasha wasn't exaggerating when she said this dish disappears fast. It's seriously life-changing for home cooks. So dive in and try the recipe. It's fun, it's quick, and it's absolutely worth your time. Cooking it yourself not only means you get to tweak the flavors how you like, but also that feeling of accomplishment when you sit down to a meal that you made better than takeout? Priceless.